This season's paprika harvest was nowhere near as good as previous years. Why was that? What did I do differently from before? Well, this year I decided to experiment. I'd had great success growing native Hungarian peppers before, strong plants, full harvests, and some were perfect for drying into paprika. But this season I changed things up. I planted a few non-native chilies and ordinary peppers inside the new greenhouse. But as you will see, the harvest was nowhere near as good as before. Let's see why. You might remember me using wet wipes to sow the seeds, and included in the mix was a mystery variety I had found growing in the garden. They grew, and we did get a harvest, but not enough to really make a difference. The plants didn't have that same vigor, that same connection to our soil and climate. Plus, growing them in the new greenhouse may not have helped. So next season, I'm going back to the Hungarian varieties, and I will be growing them outside, where they belong. It has got me thinking, why are these traditional peppers so special? Why is Hungarian paprika so famous? And how does it compare to the smoked paprika that comes from Spain? If I learn this, I'll have another ingredient to add to my ever-growing collection, all organic and straight from my soil. That's what this video is all about. In Hungary, paprika isn't just a spice, it's a big part of the culture here. From goulash simmering on an open fire to paprika's chicken bubbling away in the kitchen, it's the red thread that ties food traditions together. Paprika arrived here centuries ago, and by the 19th century, Hungarian growers had mastered it. They developed varieties that thrived in our hot, dry summers and gave those deep red peppers full of sweetness and flavor without needing to be smoked. I've learnt firsthand that native varieties are often best suited to the conditions they evolved in. The Szegedi 80, Kaloxa 801 and Bulldog are traditional Hungarian cultivars that do incredibly well in this kind of continental climate. They love hot days and cool nights, well-drained soil that's full of organic matter, consistent but not excessive watering. The result? Thick-fleshed, rich red peppers that dry beautifully and grind into that unmistakable Hungarian paprika. By contrast, the non-native chilies I tried in the greenhouse gave fruit, yes, but smaller, less abundant and not nearly as flavorful. It was a good reminder that sometimes tradition exists for a reason. But I did manage to make a chili-type jam from them, and we will discover how that tastes in a few months' time. Once harvested, the peppers are dried, traditionally on strings hung along sunny walls or in drying houses today. When fully crisp, they're ground into powder. The heat of Hungarian paprika depends on how it's processed. Sweet paprika has the seeds and inner membranes removed. Hot paprika includes more of them. And special blends like felcsipős, semi-hot, sit right in the middle. The finest paprika is milled several times on stone mills to create that silky powder that almost glows red. Now here's where it gets interesting. The smoky paprika that most people know doesn't come from Hungary at all. It comes from Spain, from the Lavera region in Extremadura. There, farmers dry the peppers slowly over oak fires, which infuses them with that rich, smoky flavor. It's called pimentón de Lavera, and like the Hungarian versions, it comes in three types: dulce, sweet; agridulce, medium; picante, hot. So while Hungarian paprika captures the pure flavor of the pepper, Spanish paprika captures the flavor of the fire. Here in Hungary, the smoky taste used to come naturally from cooking over wood fires or open flames, but the paprika itself was never smoked. So how do you use them? In Hungarian cooking, sweet paprika builds the base of sauces and stews. Think chicken paprikas or goulash. Hot paprika adds a kick to sausages or winter dishes. I even sprinkle sweet paprika over leche or scrambled eggs for color and flavor. In Spanish cooking, smoked paprika is essential in chorizo, paella and patatas bravas. It's also brilliant in soups, marinades, and even sprinkled over roasted vegetables. My tip: always add paprika to hot fat, butter, lard or oil and stir for just a few seconds to unlock the aroma. Then immediately add your liquid or main ingredients so it doesn't burn. That's the secret to rich, deep flavor without bitterness. So next year, I'm going back to what works. I'll grow the Szegedi 80 and Bulldog varieties again, outdoors in full sun. I'll dry them naturally and make my own paprika here on the homestead. There's something deeply satisfying about taking those bright red peppers, drying them and grinding them into a jar of your own spice. It's the flavor of summer captured for winter cooking. If you want to taste the difference, here are a few easy ideas. Hungarian potato soup, onions, carrots, paprika, a spoon of sour cream, simple, filling and full of warmth. Homemade paprika butter mix, sweet paprika with butter, garlic and parsley, perfect for grilled vegetables or meats. Spanish-style roasted chickpeas, tossed chickpeas with smoked paprika, olive oil and salt, roast until crisp. Goulash in a pot of beef, onion, plenty of paprika and thyme. You can't rush it, that's the soul of Hungarian cooking. So that's why I'm going back to Hungarian peppers next season, not just for the yield, but for the flavor, the color, and the connection to this land. Paprika tells a story of where it came from, who grew it, and how it's used. And whether you prefer the pure sweetness of Hungarian paprika or the smoky depth of the Spanish version, there's one thing they share. Both start with a love for the pepper. If you've tried growing your own, let me know what worked best for you in the comments below. And if you haven't yet, maybe this is the year to try. After all, one small pepper plant can fill your kitchen with the taste of tradition.